Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ari. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back again. Finally, we are doing this worth it or not video for Chanel's iconic classic flap. Okay, so if you're new here, the reason I do these videos is because I know I love handbags. It's literally what I splurge on. But I also know that prices can be up there, and honestly, you want to know if spending your hard-earned money on a handbag is worth it or not. I have several other episodes, like Lady Dior, the Dior saddlebag, Chanel Boy, Coco handle, etc. In case you're interested. This was actually a video that I've been wanting to do since I started the series, but I kind of felt like I was going to leave it for start the series and then do it. A lot of things happen. Anyway, I'm actually happy we're doing it now because there's been a lot of talk around Chanel in general. There's been a lot of talk around this bag, and I really do think that if I had done this video 2 or 3 years ago, my overall thoughts on Chanel and this bag might be different. So history on the Chanel flap. The original version, if you can call it that, of the Chanel flap was the Chanel 255. That one actually came out, I believe, in the 50s, 1950, 55-ish. Don't quote me on the years. And it was actually a huge deal when this came out. So before that, for women to carry their purses as a handbag, maybe on your arm. But when this bag came out, it was actually one of, I want to say maybe the first one, to come out with a longer strap that would allow women to have free hands when wearing it. Yeah, so freedom. But it was a 255, and it wasn't until Karl Lagerfeld in the 80s, 1980-ish, that he decided to revamp the 255, not retiring the 255, and came up with the classic Chanel flap, actually gave it the double C clasp, and this is where it came from. It was a huge success, and still here, everybody still loves it. I know this is one of the biggest questions you might have when purchasing a bag: sizes. So the Chanel classic flap comes in 4 sizes. It comes in the maxi, which I do not own. It is the one size bigger than this. The jumbo is this little lady here. Then the medium, I think they call it like medium large, but honestly, it's a medium. It's not large at all, which is this one. And the small. So there is a mini version, but from what I've heard, the mini is not considered part of the classic flap family. So 4 main sizes, I won't mention the mini, but mainly, the classic sizes. All of these, just so we don't make this any longer than it has to be, come with basically the same design, a double chain strap that actually pulls down. You can wear it double chain or single chain. It comes with an outer pouch out here, the CC clasp, of course, and then you have a super secret pouch that I call it. It really doesn't fit a whole lot, but maybe you have something important, maybe some money, ID, whatever. It's not that big. Then you have the inner flap. This is classic right. Inside you have 2, okay, geez, not cooperating. 2 kind of like pouches here. Credit cards, IDs maybe, and then I call this the lipstick pouch. I have no idea what it's actually called, but as you can see. And then it has another kind of like inner outer pouch here. Every single size of the classic Chanel flap comes with these features. I think the mini is not considered that because the mini has only a single chain, but anyway, I think it's missing some of the, it doesn't have a inner flap, it doesn't have maybe 1 or 2 of the pouches, I'm not sure. But anyway, I think that's why it's not considered one of the classic family, but still cute. Keep in mind that these reviews are how bags have worked for me. You might have completely total different opinions of what I'm saying, but this is my experience. Anyway, the maxi for me is just way too much for the style of the bag. I know it can be very practical for some women. I personally think it's way too much. It can be heavy. It's just a little bit harder to wear. Again, just me. Anywho, this for me, the jumbo, is the biggest size I would wear. in this kind of bag, it's more than enough for me. I think it is a full-size bag. You can fit pretty much anything you need, unless you're one of those that carries your entire life in your bag every single day, then maybe no. But in general, I mean, you saw it when I flipped it open. It's pretty spacious. This is my phone. Oh, okay. It is a plus size, wait, no, Max. Is that it? Yeah. Well, the larger iPhone. Anyway, it goes in there. This is my wallet. I'm actually currently using like a card holder because I've been using a smaller bag. But this is like a good in-between size. It's not a huge wallet. It does fit like the big zipper wallets, but this is in between. Honestly, that's all I have right now to like show you, but you can see you still have basically half a bag to stuff it in. So what I've used in here is sunglasses, my wallet, lipstick, maybe like a powder and everything. I mean, it's pretty much everything. It is the medium size in a patent leather. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. So this is a caviar finish leather. This is a patent leather. Love, love, love. Same thing. I mean, this size fits pretty much what I put in that one. I would keep it. It still fits a full-size wallet and your phone, maybe a lipstick, but honestly, keep it a little bit simpler. Yeah, pretty comfortable. The small one is actually, small and medium are not that huge of a difference. It's just the medium's a little bit longer. What you can fit in the small is basically your wallet and your phone, and maybe your sunglasses or lipstick if they're not too big. But it's a good size. Okay, I feel this is the best way to compare sizes. As you can see, the jumbo is super long on a single chain. That's the only thing I'm not a fan of. But then when you double chain it, I think it has the best length of all the sizes. The medium for me is a little bit weird because I feel it's a little bit long, meaning the bag itself is a little bit long to sit under my arm, but I mean, they all kind of like look cute as a double chain. Then if you wear it as a crossbody, again, the jumbo is super long. Same problem with the maxi if you have it. Love the medium and small as a crossbody. The only way I think you can get away with wearing the jumbo as a crossbody is if you double chain it and kind of like wear it like this. Talk a little bit about the specs, the history, the sizes and everything. So I want to talk a little bit about my experiences with each of these bags, just because they're pretty different. They're different sizes, they're different leathers and finishes. So this was the very first one I got. This is actually, I believe it's like one of the first bags I actually bought with my own money since I started working. And all that, so I really love it. I want to stick with something classic, and that's why I got this one. This is a Caviar Leather, and I highly, highly recommend if you're buying Chanel, if you can, and you want a bag that you don't have to worry about it, you really don't have to worry about scratching, Caviar. Caviar is like stone or like a diamond, I swear. It is really long lasting, it is really tough, does not scratch easily. Color transfer, a lot of people keep asking me how I avoid color transfer on my light color bags. I have never had an issue with this one. It might also be that this one usually sits higher. So you saw on the size comparison, actually when I wear it as a double chain, it sits around my waist, so it doesn't really rub with my jeans or anything like that. But still, Caviar, you can have it clean. A little secret I use, if you notice, it's like the same day, you can't let it sit, but if you notice at the end of the day that you kind of got some color transfer from your jeans or maybe your outfit, grab a damp towel or cloth with just a teeny tiny drop of dish soap, preferably like Dawn, no color, and just wipe it off. It does come off. Do not soak it. It just has to be damp and you just wipe it off. It does come off, but again, you have to do it quickly. The one thing I don't like about these bags is that they do not have any kind of, I call them little legs, but they have no hardware in the bottom. So, I mean, they can get dirty, don't put them on the ground or anything like that. Still, this bag is, I want to say maybe 5 years old maybe. I do wear it, I do. I like to take care of them. You can see it has nothing. Coco handle does have little legs in the bottom and I like it. I don't know, I feel it protects them a little bit more. Patent leather. So there's a little bit of a misconception. Like I've heard from a few friends and people that say like never buy patent leather. Honestly, yes, do buy the patent leather. It is amazing. This one actually bought on the Real maybe like 4 years ago, and I found it. It was like a good price. It was being sold basically, it's not as new, but it could have been as new. Like it had absolutely nothing. And I started wearing it, and this is like the toughest one from the bunch. It can actually get wet, so patent leather just wipes off, you know, and you're fine. I mean, don't go swimming with it, of course, but if you get caught in the rain or something like that, seriously, like this is the best. I think in general, they're fine, but it's not a bag that you want to get them wet. But this one is amazing. I actually took it to Disney a couple years ago. The only thing, I think this is where the myth comes about patent leather, is that really light color patent leather tends to color transfer. So when you store them, make sure you store them in their dust bags and not touching with anything else. The thing about patent is that whenever it does get some color transfer, it's weird. It's not like these that it kind of like rubs on it and maybe you can get it off. The kind of spots that patent leather get, it's just like, it just like sucks it in and it's there forever. So it's weird, but if you take care of them, like just put them in their dust bags. You don't have to do anything special or anything crazy. The other thing is that light color patent, again, if they're not stored correctly, if they're in the sun or something, the color can change, which is weird. That's just normal. It happens with every single brand. It happened a lot with Louis Vuitton's Vernis. And to be honest, if the color is very light, it doesn't even matter if it's been in the sun or not. The color will change. I actually have a new clutch, which is like a flap. That used to be like a very light mint color. It's never been in the sun. It's probably the bag that I've worn the least. And the color has become a little bit more yellowish. It's still beautiful. It's just normal process of this leather, of this finish. So just keep that in mind, that it's not because it's defective, it's not because it's not a good bag, that is just the material in general. But if you want like a everyday rough and tough bag and you happen to find a darker color patent leather, maybe black, they have like a really pretty burgundy or something like that, this has been really good color, honestly get that. Just side note, never ever, I heard a horror story of this, leave a patent leather in a hot Texas summer day in the trunk of your car for too long. They can become like gum, kind of like melt. I heard it before. So, okay, a metallic. So this finish is very particular. I would not say this is like the most sturdy or like rough and tough. I just call it that. This one, the finish, because it is like a matte metallics in any designer, brand, anything, they can rub off. So that can happen here. It rubs off a little bit, but I think it's also part of the bag. The more it rubs off, the more kind of like metally finish it gives it. We bought before the last price increase, and it was like, I ordered it like a week before and it arrived like the day before the price increase. I like to give bags grades on their features and then an overall grade, just to break it up a little bit. First grade, I guess we're gonna start with practicality, how actual practical a bag is, because we know some bags are super trendy and you want to get them, but it honestly, like, there's no point of having them because you can't even wear them, or they're not practical in general. So for me, all sizes, including the max, it just confuses me. Like for me, like jumbo sounds bigger, but anyway, the maxi, I mean, they're all practical. They're all bags that can fit pretty much what you need. Your hands are free. I mean, that's why it was created. So your hands are free. It's a practical bag, and they come in different sizes for you to pick your favorite size. So to be honest, I think if this is too small for you, you have options. So that for me is very practical. I like that they come with a double chain, that they can be worn either crossbody, single, or either crossbody or on your shoulder. Again, that is also very practical. It comes with an outer pouch, which means that if you have something that you need to keep on hand, you can fit that. My phone does not fit on the outside of this one, but it does on this one. So overall, very practical bag. I would give it a 10. So we're doing great, 10 out of 10. There you go. Good job, Chanel. Quality. Quality. I want to say, yes, I'm going to give him a 10. So quality-wise, every single bag that Chanel makes, it's well made. I mean, they will last you a lifetime if you're careful with them. I want to say it just, again, it's going to depend on what you want from a bag. If you want something that's, you know, day to day and you want it to, like, you know, you're throwing it around or whatever, you know, stick to the longer lasting, kind of like Caviar Leather. If you want something more like collection wise, just to go out, like a statement piece, they have those leathers. So again, yeah, let's say, let's give it a 9, just because I know that some of their finishes are a little bit, but again, that's up to you. That's up to what you buy. It's not up to Chanel, so they make their bags, and it's up to us to really pick the one that goes well for us. So let's give it a 9. Yeah, sounds good. So price-wise, I usually break them up in like price and investment value, because this is why I buy the bags I buy, because I want them to have good investment value. Full disclosure, I have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with Chanel right now because of their prices. Every single designer luxury brand increases their prices, especially with like how things have changed in the last 2 to 3 years. It's normal, you know, they'll have price increases, price adjustments, whatever. Chanel, however, in my opinion, it's been a really bad taste that they have gone through too many price increases in a very short amount of time. So actually, peak of pandemic, 2020, they went ahead with their scheduled price increase. A couple brands decided to like push it back a little bit, because I guess they were noticing that the world was upside down and things were not good. Chanel really didn't care. They were like, yeah, we're making our stuff even more expensive. Following, I believe it was late 2020, early 2021, they did another price increase. Then late last year, they did another. That's when I got this one. It was like right before that price increase, and we saw the prices and we knew they were getting out of hand. Then I believe there was another price increase earlier this year. So I really can't keep up with how much their prices have changed in the last couple of years. So for me, the pricing is just like, it is too much. It's funny because they're trying, in my opinion, and what I've read and everything, they're really trying to compete with like Hermes exclusivity, but you don't become exclusive just by raising your prices and becoming even more expensive. You become exclusive by how you sell your bags. And Hermes, even though their prices have gone up, we're not gonna get into Hermes because that's for another video, but their prices have gone up. But what makes them so exclusive is that they're not rushing production to meet the high demand. They're taking their sweet time with each bag, and that's why it's so hard to get a bag, because the production, it's not a crazy production line. And for me, Chanel, like, they have so many new models, so many new colors and everything, but they just keep raising their prices. So they're trying to make them exclusive by being expensive. And that for me is not a good thing. Like, because anything can be expensive, but is it worth it? When it comes to the price of the bag, I'm upset. They're getting really expensive. They are, right now, the jumbo, the medium, I'm not even sure, is basically, you're getting up to Birkin, like Hermes Birkin territory, or a Kelly, or anything. It's getting to a point where it's gonna be like a, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm just not happy about that.
Okay, let's freeze it for a sec right here, because what I really wanted to say is that I don't know if I will be buying Chanel again anytime soon, at least none of their classic models. I mean, never say never, but it's just way too much in my opinion. And unfreeze.
But so price-wise, I'm sorry, but it is going to be a 5, like a 6 or a 5, just because they didn't really give us time to adjust to the prices. It's just been one after another, and after another. It used to be around kind of like the level, same Dior, kind of like, you know, that was their standard. They're like way over now. So, failing them. Well, not fail, but I'm just gonna go like a 5 or a 6. But when we get to the investment part, that's why I'm breaking them up. This is complicated, because investment-wise, these bags do maintain their value. So it's a classic bag that is not going anywhere. It'll be here forever. It's the probably best-selling bag Chanel has. I don't know. Resale value. So I don't buy my bags to resell them.
Okay, so let's freeze myself again in this super flattering screenshot because I started rambling. So if for any reason you decide to sell your bag, a classic Chanel flap will maintain its value and you will be able to either sell it for close to what you paid for or even more. Of course, as long as they're in good condition. Okay, let's continue.
So investment-wise, it's a 10. I will give it that. You know, they will maintain the value. Your money is safe invested in one of these bags. Yeah, 9, 10, 10, 10. That's okay. I know I have this love-hate thing with it, but I will give it a 10. Overall grade of the bag, I will say an 8. And sorry, the price grade brought it down a bit just because. But overall, it is a bag that I do recommend. You know, if you're a purse lover, this is one that you need to have in your closet. It is an iconic, so definitely go for it. I think that's it. I think we covered pretty much all of it. Let me know what you think about this bag. Let me know what you think about Chanel currently, about their prices and what they've been doing. Do you agree with like their strategy? Hope you like this video. Hope you like my channel. If you do, if you find this helpful and you like these videos, don't forget to comment, subscribe, share it, let me know. And if there's another bag you're curious about, I will do my best. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well for more day-to-day and more styling of my purses and more outfits and things like that. But anywho, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for stopping by and hope to see you again here soon. Bye.